Hey guys, it's me, Lympho Mama again, and this is my Bichon Bella. She's 10 years old. You will hear me talking about her from time to time in videos. We're doing things a little differently. This video, obviously, my son normally videos for me, but he is not able to right now, so I'm going to try to do it myself and just speak off the cuff, and I just want to get a video out for consistency. And this video is going to be about the power of the dog. If you don't have a dog, please listen to this because I think you can get something out of it. So anyway, I am the caretaker, and my daughter at the time was 19 when she was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. And at the time, we had two dogs. We had Bella, my baby, who was 9 years old at the time. And we had another Bichon, Snow, who was 15 and was suffering from dementia for the past 3 years. I've always been a stay-at-home mom, so it was okay. I could take care of him when we would go for a walk and he would come home and just poop in the house. I was his mommy. And I wanted to have him cross over to the Rainbow Bridge a year prior, but my husband was not seeing how much the dog was suffering, and we both had to agree on it. So when my daughter got her port put in, I was actually losing sleep over having this little dog at home with us because she's a wild thing, and I knew she would be jumping on Lena, and she could pull her needle out or, dislocate the port, who knows. And actually the surgeon had told us to be very careful about that. So I shipped this girl out 2.5 hours away to my sister-in-law, who took care of Bella for 6 weeks, and she even home cooked for her because I home cook, and I am ever grateful for how she took care of this little dog. But we still had this 15-year-old dog at home, and I wasn't worried about him. He would just get stuck under tables and, poop in the house. But what happened was, it was actually this time last year when we had to put Snow down, and when my daughter was finishing up her first round of AVBD, and even though she had the Nuestra shot, she came down with neutropenia and had to be rushed to the hospital, and she stayed there for 5 days. So I arranged to have dog sitters come in during the day to take care of my dog who had dementia, but my husband would get home at night, and there would be poop all over the place, and then he would rush to see us in the hospital, which was at least a 45-minute ride away, and come back late to find the house messed up again. So he realized on his own that it was time for Snow to go to the Rainbow Bridge. So that happened around this time a year ago. And I went all by myself. Don't feel sorry for me. This is not a pity train. I actually liked it that way. Nobody wanted to go with me. Lena was too weak. I had a very dear friend, Gwen, who was going through cancer herself and still is, come and sit with Lena. They enjoyed each other's company, and I went to the vet, and it was a beautiful experience, and I'm so glad that I was there with him. But anyway, of course, that was a very sad time. We find out my daughter has cancer. We have a dog that we had to put down. Our other dog had to go 2.5 hours away. Our home just felt like a house. We just felt it was so empty. There was like no love. A dog brings so much joy to a house. And it was just a very sad time. And I could tell that Lena was very lonely from not having her Miss Bella with her, right? You love Lena? And I was like, what am I going to do? So we let 2 weeks go by and we all got used to the idea of his port being there. And she just wanted to have a dog in the house. So I called a few service therapy organizations for dogs. And it took a week, but a few got back to us. And this one woman, very nice, she had a huge dog. I mean, like 65 pounds. Bella's like 11 pounds. And she wanted to bring it in the house. Now, I'm allergic to dogs. And I didn't want a big dog in my house shedding. And Lena made a good point. You know, she didn't want a stranger coming into her house. And even though we knew the dog was going to be very well behaved, so that didn't work. So finally, she was getting used to the port, and on the days that it was not accessed, meaning there was no needle hanging down, she really, really wanted a dog to come in. So I had a friend, Marina, who had 4 dogs, and I contacted her, and I said, hey, can we borrow one of your dogs for an hour? So her daughter brought a dog over, and I can't tell you how much joy it was to have the little pitter-patter in the house. It brought joy to everyone in the house, not just Lena, but especially Lena. Well, the next night, she asked again, can we have a dog come over? So I called up my friend again who has 4 dogs, and we took the other dog in. And then finally, after a week, she was like, can we get the dog and go for a walk? And that was huge because Lena had AVBD. The V is for vincristine, which is a bitch of a medicine, chemo medicine, that gave her neuropathy, and she really had no strength in her ankles and had to get physical therapy to walk again. And having this dog gave her encouragement to go out and walk. So we would walk up the street and come back down. The next day she would want the dog back. And finally we took the dog to the park and we actually walked a whole mile. And it was just great. The dog did wonders for being happy and helping her to get outside. So I just want to say, if you don't have a dog, or hey, a cat, I'm allergic to cats, so I don't talk much about cats, see if a friend has one, or see if you can get a therapy dog come in to help out. And I also wanted to mention that I have an Instagram. It's called Lymphomama. It's LYMPHOMMA. And I will post a picture each time I do a video. And you could also subscribe to this video so you'll know when other videos come out. And if you ever want me to talk about a subject, just let me know, email me, and I'll see if I can talk about it. So anyway, I hope you're having a good day. Please remember to take one day at a time, and sometimes take 1 hour at a time. Thank you. Bye-bye.